What up? What's going on? What's going on? Family, peace and love. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, day 36. Day 36, man. It's been a long day. It's been an emotional day. A lot of conversations around issues that concern our young people, killing young people, man. Heavy discussions, heavy conversations, man. A lot of emotional conversations, a lot of emotional people, which is to be expected. Um, but yeah, man, tough. I'm just putting a post right now on Facebook because this is what we're talking about, right? Collective action, right? We need collective action to solve our problems that we are facing in the world, right? Little stuff. Give me 1 second. The power of collective action. It's all about community. Yesterday we spoke about community wellness initiatives. This is just an extension of that. Right. Power activism, right? I like to think we can't expect anybody else, not the elected officials, no government officials, nobody from other communities, to protect us, to liberate us, to create peace in our communities. We have to do that. And I mean, we, like each individual, the parents, the educators, can't expect just one organization, right, to do everything. Well, what is this organization doing? What are you fucking doing? Right? What are you doing? You're in the neighborhood, you're complaining about the shit. What are you doing? Right? Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough when anybody kills anybody, especially when a young person, a teenager kills another teenager. It's like, man, like whole lives are ruined, right? Like, and again, I've been around long enough to know that there's both sides, right? Like my brother Taylor, whose daughter was killed, right? They created him and the mother, Miss Brockington, the mother of the guy who killed his daughter, created both sides of the gun because it's some parents don't know. Like people like the parents know the parents should get off. And it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Some parents do not know what their children are doing. And some who know what their children are doing try to get their children help. Right? They try. And what happens? Nobody cares. Nobody cares until something happens. They're like, oh, well, I've heard many stories where we don't got space in this program right now, or this program costs this amount of money. And don't say, oh, the parents, every parent can't afford it. Right? Some parents are really out here struggling and they're doing their fucking best. Right? And then those who are part of the problem, the rest of the community ignores it until something happens. Right? They talk about them but never talk with them. Right? Like they talk about the parents, they talk about the children, but they never speak with them. Right? So what are we doing? So that's been definitely a part of my day today, man. Talking with some people, back and forth with some people. Really, good discussions. But emotional shit, right? Like, and as someone who has had violence perpetrated against me, as someone who has also perpetrated violence against others, as someone who has lost friends who have been killed, and someone who has had friends who have killed people, this shit is deep and is layered. It's a layered problem. One thing I do know though is that when people talk about, oh, we need to get some solutions, you don't even fully understand the problem. Violence, unfortunately, is not the problem. It is a result of the problem. And the problems are layered, right? The problems are fucking layered. And it's rooted, and people don't want to hear this shit, but it's rooted in mental health, emotional well being, right? Spiritual attunement, right? It's rooted in those things. It's just an outward expression, right? And so when we talk about, and actually, I'm gonna stop. This is what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow morning. Sunday Light. We do a Sunday show every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. This is my topic tomorrow: is the violence amongst our youth. How do we create peace in our communities today in real time? Right. But yeah, that was my part of my discussion today online with folks. Right. Didn't get a chance to get the storage. Right. Got some more stuff packed though. Got a lot more stuff packed. It's a lot of shit, man. I had a lot of shit in my crib. A lot of big stuff, a lot of little things. Right. But a lot more stuff is packed and ready to go, man. One thing for sure though, I mean, like I've been saying a lot of things for sure. So the ideal goal now, I mentioned it yesterday, is to be outside Monday. Right? Be outside Monday. Tomorrow, gonna get some stuff to my mother's house tomorrow, get some stuff to my mom's crib in storage. Do my best to get my stuff to both places, right? At least one place. And then Monday afternoon, be able to go outside. Got the mattress situation figured out. Mona had a air mattress, so they didn't have to order anything. I'm like sleeping on the ground. Like, yeah, I want to feel the discomfort, but I don't want to feel that much discomfort, right? Especially not eating, right? Not eating. If I was eating, it might be a different story, right? Or if I just stopped eating, it might be a different story. But I ain't eating 36 fucking days, man. Tomorrow gonna be 37 days, and um, I want some sense of comfort when I'm out there. All right, call it what you will. But we here day 36, man. NEPPC, what's going on? What's the deal? Thanks for tuning in. I'm emotional right now. Right, I am emotional. KK, what's the deal? Happy salubrious Saturday. I would say salubrious. That's not the word. Salubrious. It's coconut water, man. Like all coconut, or not all. Some coconut water is fucking bad. Like it just tastes bad. This one tastes good. I like the other one though. Brad's is really good too. Brad's got no sugar. This one got sugar. Added sugar. I feel like I got a hair on my tongue. Right. But anyway, day 36, man. Tonight we are talking about the power of collective action, right? Which builds on yesterday's community wellness initiative. Community wellness. I said that yesterday too. Community wellness initiatives. I feel like I can't talk, can't speak, can't read, can't think. This is the journey. This is the journey. Things ain't always perfect, but things are always divine, or they're not always ideal, but they're always perfect, divinely aligned. Mona over there eating and shit. You know what I mean? I really love to see her eat, and I'm glad when I can, help her get some food. Right? It's always a good thing to feed her. I wish I could feed her right now. Right? Get the fork and like, here, girl, eat. Here, girl, eat. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I need some grounding. So my energy is like this, right? Because like I got so much to say. I'm feeling so much because I feel for the parents. I feel young man was 15 years old. Like I didn't watch the whole video. I watched a clip of video because I scrolled by and I moved past it. But they got the whole thing on video. Whole thing on video from everybody surrounding them and they talking first, and then the kid just hit him, and that's when I turned it off. Like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. Because then you can see in other clips, and they kept hitting them, and then at some point, people said the video shows the kid pull a gun out, hit him with it once, and then went to hit him with it again a second time, and then went off and hit him in his chest. Right, and they said he looked scared the whole time, and nobody else helped him. Nobody tried to break it up. Right, and I mean, I'm gonna say it now. Right, again, I'm gonna say it again tomorrow. So many adults are like, how these young people so vicious, so vicious, so vicious. Adults my age and older are vicious. They like watching. I have people I know who are my age and older who share fight videos on Facebook and Instagram, right? Who laugh at people getting beat up. And they say you should whip his fucking ass, that'll beat her ass. They say that. Adults say that. So children pick up on what the fuck the adults are doing. And of course, every generation reaches the former generation that's on. And as time goes on, things intensify. So yeah, the young people are taking it a little further, right? To guns, where before it was a razor, right? It was a razor. In my generation, somebody buck 50 across your face. People watch people get jumped. There was no cell phones like that, so nobody was recording, but people stood a fucking around. And people came around and they're about to fight. Everybody comes around. Adults alike, right? So now these are fucking adults are acting like these children didn't get it from them. And so some adults were like, well, not me. Yeah, well, not fucking you, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know some people, right, who live like that. I know some people who live like that. I've seen many fights. And even when I was a teenager and other teams was fighting and other adults, like, yo, break that shit up. Like, so me and some of my friends would go over there and squash shit because the adults is there laughing because they want to see the fight. They want to see somebody get beat up, somebody get dragged, stomped. So what the fuck are we talking about? And I'm going to actually do a video tonight about it so I can post it. Everybody don't catch my lives, right? So we're going to do a video, post it on all of the social medias, and more people see my recorded videos than they see my live videos, right? Because this shit is serious, and we got to all be accountable. The violence amongst our young people is an everybody problem. Everybody, whether they're your children or not, whether your children live in the area or not, whether your children are part of the problem or not. Because this is the thing, either you're part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And if you're not working to alleviate the problem, to eradicate the problem, to address the problem, then that's what you're part of, right? Like regardless of how fucking much you go to work, regardless of what private school your children go to, or how well they're doing in school, address the problem or your children could be next, right? Come on, man. But yeah, I need to calm down because we got some. Again, it's along the same topics, but if you will, if you're laying or sitting, just find a comfortable position. Just allow yourself to fall into your space. Allow your back to be straightened. Allow your arms to rest gently by your side or in your lap. Allow your head to lean forward so that your chin is in your chest. And allow your eyes to close ever so softly. And just become aware of your breath. And breathe in through your nose slowly. Breathing out through your nose slowly. And just for the next few moments, I want you to use all of your mental energy to send some love and some healing, some good energy to every young person you know. All of your children, your nieces, your nephews, near and far. You have grandchildren, cousins, children of your friends. Just send them some love. You can bring their names, bring their faces into your space. And just, you can simply say, I shower you with love. May you be guided and protected. It's that simple. Remembering that an intention made from your spirit it matters. Intentions do matter. Energy does matter. Sending positive energy, positive vibrations, they do matter. They do have an impact. Our young people are not just our future, they are our present, they are our now, they are our babies. And we all have a responsibility to guide them, to protect them, to nurture them, to empower them, to educate them, to enlighten them, to remind them of who they were before the world told them who they had to be or should be or couldn't be. All of the children in the world are my children. All of the children in this neighborhood, in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, in Queensbridge, in Astoria, Jamaica, Queens, they are all my children. And I hope that you feel they're all your children. And let us work together to save our children, to love our children, to guide and protect our children. Breathe into that. Thank you for grounding with me, for being in this space with me. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Your eyes are closed, slowly begin to open them. Wiggle your toes, move your fingers, give yourself a neck roll. Come back to the space. So yeah, man, went into that rant to start, but we're gonna go right to day 36, man. Day 36 theme is the power of collective action. When we move together, everything changes. So what happens when one person changes? Right? And what happens when one person changes? When one person changes, it matters. Right? One person can create a ripple effect, 100%. One person can inspire another person and another person and another person, and people can look at one person change and be like, wow, you changed, you transformed your life, you did something different. It matters. But what happens when a group of people change together? What happens when the whole entire community changes? They change their diet, they change their mindset, they change how they respond to conflict, they change how they engage and embrace conflict, they change how they spend their money, they change where they spend their money. What happens when a group of people change together? That's different. One person changing, cool, it's great, it's beautiful. A group of people changing, whoa, it's monumental. Monumental. So that's what we're talking about tonight, the power of collective action, us moving together in unity and harmony, right? As one, togetherness. That's the motto of Transform America. Together we rise. The whole vibe. Together we thrive. Together we rise. Together we shine. Together we heal. Together we thrive. So we're gonna talk about the truth about individual versus collective, right? There's a lot of individual shit, right? One person growing is powerful. Cool. Again, it's cool that you grew, right? It's beautiful. But many people growing together, that's how communities get transformed. And it starts with one, right? So I'm never going to take away the power of one. Because one person could ignite change in a whole community, a community that's never seen. Again, like Queensbridge, I'm sure there have been vegetarians and people vegan in Queensbridge, right? Prior to me becoming vegan and really like, not just saying, oh, I'm vegan. It's like, okay, now I'm going to provide vegan food to my neighborhood, right? I'm going to provide vegan food to all of these Western Queens neighborhoods because it's necessary. We need to eat better, right? That changed the dynamic of the community, right? And although like it is, yeah, we did some great things. I'm not even going to take away. We've done some really great things in Queensbridge, Ravenswood, Astoria, and in Woodside, right? We've done some really important. We've done some. I can't even talk, man. Pardon me, guys. My brain is everywhere. My heart is really heavy and hurting, right? But yeah, we've done some powerful things in the neighborhood, right? Because individual change is impact, but collective change is a movement, right? And we're going to talk more about movement building tomorrow, right? Because that's essentially what we need is movements, right? But again, it starts with one person changing, one person inspires another, 2, 3 people change together, 10 people change together, commit to a certain lifestyle, commit to a certain um, way of living, way of engaging, way of being. And then that's now we got a movement building, right? So now why does collective action matter? Because when people come together, things accelerate, right? By yourself, we spoke about it before, the power of mentorship. By yourself, it's cool, right? But together, more of us on the same page, on the same frequency, working together, right? Ideas spread faster, the support increases. The support increases, and this is I don't know how to communicate this shit more, man. Like so many of us are working in fucking silos, trying to do our own thing, right? Trying to do our own thing, and all I have pushed out there into the world is please let's work together. Let's figure out, let's build this umbrella, let's work together. Cool, like you doing this. You want to feed these people over here. I want to feed these people over here. Let's take time and let's put energy over there where you want to do it. Then let's take time and energy and put it over here. Like we can work together. We all got to be doing the same thing at the same time. Limited resources, man. Like let's work together. And I'm not gonna lie. And it could be just that it's 36 days fasting, but it could be also that it's real. I've been doing this for a long time. And what frustrates me the most is not even the violence amongst our young people, is the fact that so many of us want to do our own thing. That's what frustrates me the most. I've been doing this shit 18 years now, almost 19, 20 years. And what frustrates me the most is that so many people want to do their own thing. And it's like, man, like, and again, like, so you could start your own business, right? That's cool. Something you could pass down. But if your business is in alignment with my business in one way, shape, form, or fashion, if your business is on food, right, and my business is on beverages, and this person's business is on filmmaking, we could work together. We could work together, bring food, beverages, and filmmaking and create shit together. And our support will increase because now we've all worked on the same projects, and now we're directing all of our resources, all of our network to support this thing. We all benefit. We all fucking benefit, man. And I don't know what else. I mean, it's a lot, and I know that there's a lot more I can do. A lot more I can do to push that message, to push this specific message of unity, 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 collective work and responsibility. The more we work together, the easier our load is, the more impact we make. Right? Again, ideas spread faster when we come together. Support increases, we generate more income, raise more funds. The resources, they fucking multiply, and the impact expands when we come together. Right? When we come together, man, that shit what happens. And what takes one person years, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to do, maybe, can happen faster if you work together, even with one other person. Even with one other person, one other group of people. Two groups is better than one group. Two people is better than one. Two heads is better than one. It's a saying. It's so fucking real. So know that when we talk about energy, everything is energy. And there's a shift in energy, right? Different kind of energy when people are aligned. When we can share our vision, when we can share our purpose, and then we can have shared action. But we can have the same vision, have the same purpose, but if we ain't taking action together, but when we do take action together, momentum builds. Momentum builds and is created when people move together, man. Like sports, you look at sports, one person doing it, basketball, right? Cool, it's great, but the team don't win. They don't become champions until they really gel. They start working in cohesion. Right, to start working together, be in harmony together. The Bulls didn't win until they were in harmony together. The Lakers didn't win until they were in harmony together. The Warriors didn't win until they were in harmony together. The Heat didn't win with LeBron and them until they were in harmony together. Everybody understanding their role, everybody showing up to do their thing, but working together towards a common goal. Action, 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 togetherness. Right? And that's how we solve the issue, man. Like that's how we solve the hunger problem. That's how we solve the violence problem. That's how we solve the poverty problem. That's how we solve all of the problems that we have. We solve them together, man. We solve them together, 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 together. And so, like, we've all seen this before: community organizing, right? Movements forming and people supporting each other. We've seen it. We just did it in Queensbridge for a couple of years with Connect the Chef. Right, prior to Connect the Chef really coming in as a partner, we were doing it with Frontline Foods. We were doing it with A Story of Mutual Aid Network, Food First Foundation, right, Justice for All Coalition, right. That was how we started the Community Building Fridays, right, and then just the Vegan Wednesdays with that was with Queens Together sponsoring. It was I forgot this sister Billie Eilish. It was her organization, her mother's organization. They were sponsoring. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they were paying for the food from Urban Vegan Kitchen in the city, and we were picking it up and delivering it for free in Queensbridge, right? But that's collective action, and then that grew into more cooked food and more cooked food, and then cooked food and groceries, and then we added the juice and play, and then we added the urban farm stand, right? Where we're not just giving away free groceries, we actually, because we want to build a better food system, a more equitable food system. So now we also selling fruits and vegetables at a discounted rate, sliding scale. You can get 50% off if you need, right? Like collective action. And that's in so many different ways. The peace movement, right? The food justice movement, the farmers movement, the movement for equal wages, right? All of the different movements, all of the different fields. It's the same shit. Collective action in school system. Educator got a problem, 10 educators got a problem and they take action together. Whoa, now somebody's listening. Now somebody's listening. Now somebody's willing to change whatever it is that they complain about, whether it's the food, whether it's the schedule, whether it's the pay. Right? It's always collective, man. There's strength in numbers. We've heard this so many times for so many years. There's strength in fucking numbers. Let's act like that shit, man. Let's act like that. Don't just show up like, how can I help you? Don't just show up for me. How can I help you? How can we work together? Literally, right? Like, and so, shit is crazy. So clearly there's a barrier, right? A lot of people stay isolated because they literally think, I got to do this on my own. I got to do this on my own. And that's not really how change happens. Not real change, not lasting, sustainable change. No, isolation slows your growth, but connection accelerates that shit. Working together accelerates the growth, accelerates the results, whatever results you're looking for, whether it's income, whether it's time freedom, whether it's impact. When you work together, you come together and work with another person of like mind, right? Of like spirit, right? Of they feel the same shit that you feel. Things happen quicker, right? So what does it require? Shared vision, trust. Big thing. A lot of motherfuckers don't trust each other. Requires communication. A lot of motherfuckers don't communicate. Inconsistent effort. A lot of motherfuckers not consistent. They do one thing, then they take time off, then they do this, and they over here, and they consistent effort. It takes people moving in alignment as one body, one mind, one people. Right? One body, one mind, one people moving together as one. And so this, of course, ties to every single thing that we've been building towards, right? We talk about individual healing, right? We talk about community wellness, we talk about leadership and entrepreneurship. All of that shit becomes more powerful when it's done together. Healing is more powerful when it's done together. You creating a wellness initiative is more powerful when it's done together. You and whatever leadership role you're in is more powerful. You're more powerful when done with another leader. Entrepreneurship, generating income, pushing a service or a product, more powerful when done together with others. So my vision is like to just a community where people support each other, where people share resources and people grow together. A lot of people don't want to share their fucking resources, man, because they feel like, oh, if I share my resource with this person, I ain't gonna have it no more. It's like, man, like, what are we in it for? And a lot of people, unfortunately, are in it for personal gain, right? Like, but yeah, that's my vision, man. A community where we support each other, we share our resources together, and we grow together. Together we rise. That's literally a motto. I had it on my fucking Transform America on my t-shirts, right? I had it on my fucking, I had a track jacket, Transform America, Together We Rise on the back, right? Like, that's everything that I stand for, is togetherness. I've been preaching the same thing for 18 years, and even longer than that, right? But it wasn't consistent back then, right? It was like, yeah, together we gotta work together. Then it was like, fuck you niggas, right? But now I'm a lot more mature. I'm obviously older. It's like togetherness, man. We ain't gonna get this shit done. We're not gonna get to the solution that we desire if we don't work together, listen to each other, plan together, organize together, strategize together. So each person has a role, right? We talk about collective action. It doesn't mean everybody does everything. No, everybody does something. Your role, what's your role? And this is where I get it. I guess I need to get better at delegate. Like, all right, what's your specialty? What's your area of expertise? Right, you do that. That's gonna contribute to this, like that. You do that. That's general shit, right? And it takes a lot of mind power to do that. And call me weak or whatever. I've been dealing with some shit, and I ain't have the mind power to get there yet. But I know that's necessary. I know that I'm striving to get there where I can help people figure out where they fit in, if they want to fit in, right? But everybody does want to fit in because so many people are doing something, right? It's just spread out. It's sporadic. It's not collective, right? So you don't got to do it all. You got to do your part. Everybody, you got to do your part. What's your part? What's your part? So let me ask, where are you trying to do everything alone? Where are you trying to do everything alone? And where could you connect more? I know I could connect more, probably, not probably, on this world healing system, right? I could connect more. And I'm definitely not trying to do this shit alone. I can't do it alone. I don't want to do it alone. Right? Everybody's just doing their own thing. Right? And again, it's a beautiful thing. And I just gotta, sharpen up, and I guess the people who believe in the vision, who love the vision, help them see how it works with whatever they're doing. Right? How whatever they're doing fits into this, and like, let's start pushing this world healing system, right? But again, I don't know, man. I think this is partly when it doesn't happen often, but I am human when I start to feel discouraged, right? Because like I said, I've been saying literally the same thing for 18 years, and I'm grateful for the love and support that I've received on so many different levels, but I don't think people have heard me like fully. And I don't think most people still hear me fully. Right? Yo, you doing your thing. I'm not doing my fucking thing. I want to do our thing. Right? Don't celebrate. Yo, you doing your thing, yo. Like, thank you. But come on, like, let's work together to do a bigger thing. Do our thing. Like, really create the fucking change and really make a lasting impact on our world. Right? So yeah, that's why I could connect more. I could connect more on this world healing system. I could connect more. Just generally, man. Yeah, I don't fucking know right now, y'all. I don't know, man. So the challenge, right, which we're gonna see if I can handle, is to just take one step toward collaboration, right? Reach out to somebody, support somebody else, right? Join something or build with somebody, right? And it was crazy. That's what I'm gonna try. I was doing it today, building with people I haven't really built with before, right? Like, um, yeah, you're just chatting, building, talking about right what needs to be done. But I think tomorrow, I'm gonna reach out to a few elected officials I know, right? Because a lot of them have access to the resources that we could really use to not just do a one-off event, not just do a fucking march, a walk, a talk, but to actually build programs and build systems in different communities that address the whole human being, specifically our young people, right? Because that's the hot topic right now. So many young people have been killing each other over the last few weeks, months, and years, right? And every time it happens, it's a rage, and then clearly there's some people who are always doing the work behind the scenes. But a lot of the noise, once it simmers down, it's on to the next thing. But that's the crazy. That's the world. There's always so fucking much going on, right? But I like to always think that the most attention should always be given to the most severe issue. What is the most severe issue? It's not bike lanes, right? It's severe. Yes, people do get killed, right? Cool. It's not parks, yes, but it is, right? Because these are so. Shit is this. The most severe issue is life, specifically the lives of our young people. That is the most severe issue in our society right now, is young people killing young people, in my humble opinion, right? So, of course, the daily question is, how can you contribute to something bigger than yourself? How can you contribute to something bigger than yourself? I can keep doing what I'm doing, and I could do more. I could bring. I used to bring the camera everywhere and document stuff. I could start doing that again. When I show up at rallies, protests, I got the meta glasses to actually start documenting more, and posting more. Right, not just about my life, like my personal perspective. Like, yeah, I don't fucking know, man. Like, I cried earlier. Um, Probably gonna cry again tonight. Right, crying just seeing the viciousness of these adults who are condemning these young people, which is again understood to a degree. They got it from somewhere, and they ain't always their parents, right? But yeah, how can you contribute to something bigger than yourself? Like I said, wellness initiatives, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, man, as we close, right? You are powerful on your own. Each of us are powerful on our own, but together we're fucking unstoppable, and we just have to work together more, which is more communication, more conversation, right? I like to think that I live the Ujima principle, collective work and responsibility. I know that for some people, I think I said it during Kwanzaa, where some people, once those 7 days are done, they take those African print clothing off, and they also take off the African centered mindset, right? And go right back to Eurocentric mindset of individualism, of me, you, and not we, right? Um, but yeah, man, alone, like I know I'm powerful alone. I know I'm brilliant, I'm great, I'm creative alone. But literally every single thing that I do has been about collaboration. All of it. From the films that I made, I could have filmed a lot of shit on my own. But like bringing a filmmaker, right? Bringing this person. Yo, you want to direct? Cool, you direct. Like collaboration. I could have been the actor in some of my films, right? But no, I'm gonna get this actor. He's looking for a shot. Right? Collaboration is key, man. The film I made, Less Fortunate, I wrote it by myself, right? The story. But then I was like, my brother was like, yo, I want to work on something with you. I was like, you know what? I got this story. If you like it, we could develop the script together, because it was just a short story first on my blog years ago, right? Like 10 years ago. It was just a short story. And then he brought up he wanted to work on a film. It was a 3-day film challenge, right? On a Friday, shoot on a Saturday, edit on a Sunday. He said, you know what? I got a script. I got a story. He read the story. He's like, yo, wow, this is dope. I said, you want to turn it into a script? He was like, yeah. We turned it into a script together Friday, right? Saturday we filmed together, right? And then Sunday we sat and we brought an editor in, and the editor edited it, right? Like I could have shot it by myself, wrote it by myself, or wrote it by myself and shot it had somebody else shoot it, right? But togetherness, that's my heart, man. And a lot of people say a lot of shit about me. A lot of people. Well, at least a few people say a lot of shit about me. All right. But I like to think that, as I say, action speaks louder than words, man. I like to believe that my actions and my commitment to community and humbling myself, right, at times when I don't need to be number one, right? I'm comfortable being number 10, number 20, right, on the list. Comfortable not even being on the list and still showing up, all right? But yeah, man, that's our strength for tonight, man. I don't know what else to say. All right, but join us tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll continue this conversation. We're gonna talk tomorrow night about building movements. Right. And again, it's all building. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow is part of a three-part. Is a three-part, like just build up, right, to movements before we get close to wrapping up. Right. The 40th episode coming up in a couple of days, and then the last 10. All right. But yeah, man, you guys have a great night. Please do tune in tomorrow. Tell a friend and tell a friend. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube, Queensbridge Studios YouTube channel. And tomorrow is on building movements. And yeah, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Peace.